President Cyril Ramaphosa is due to close the ANC NEC conference this afternoon, and expectation mounts for him to address the Phala Phala saga. Govan Whittles is there and joins us now. Govan, very good afternoon to you. We know that any moment from now, within at least the next few minutes or hours, President Cyril Ramaphosa is expected to give feedback as he closes the three-day conference that's taken place. What are some of the expectations, as Phala Phala has been very high on the agenda when it comes to discussions inside?
Well, it's not only about Phala Phala. The President, of course, in his political overview, addressing the economic recovery of South Africa and particularly the energy crisis in South Africa. Newzroom Afrika understanding that he was confronted on the issue of Eskom and whether or not his leadership is able to give immediate relief to the country from load shedding. We know the President has rolled out an independent power-producing procurement program, and today we heard from his spokesperson about how much that would cost. Much of the commentary from his spokesperson, Mr. Vincent Magwenya, today responding to some of the issues we understand to have dominated discussions in that NEC meeting. And we're expecting further clarity from the President once he delivers that closing address. Traditionally, this time of the afternoon, it's in the discussions, the ANC NEC, and this is when some of the more controversial views are aired, but responses are given from the leadership. Of course, the President is due to deliver a closing address and respond to some of the debates that were taking place in the NEC, but this is also when they discuss some of the reports that were tabled, and they are controversial reports, and one of them, of course, from the Elections Commission, demanding the disclosures of financial records, the fundraising towards conference by the candidates, but also detailing some of the disputes that have been dealt with. Newzroom Afrika understanding that some concern has been raised on the appeals process for branch general meetings, and the fact that within the first 48 hours you can appeal only to the branch, and then another 48 hours after that you can appeal to the region, and essentially that continues until you get to the national level. Branch is unhappy that by the time the national leadership of the ANC can intervene, so much time has passed that the nominations are essentially confirmed. Those are some of the discussions that we know were raised today in the sitting, and some of the details that we're expecting. But you can see the presidential vehicles just behind us there, locked in those talks, and we are awaiting guidance from the Department of Information and Publicity of the ANC as to when that address will happen. It was scheduled for 4. That always seemed a little ambitious. They've moved that back to 5 p.m. And we understand that they'll advise us when they'll be ready. At this point, they're certainly still discussing the issues in the NEC.
Very well. Let's leave it there for now. Govan Whittles joining us to give us a breakdown of what can be expected as ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa closes the three-day ANC NEC meeting. Of course, we're keeping a very close eye to find out what happens from now onwards.